Yo, what's good? What's good? I'm back. Triple P, Paul Pickett Podcast. I'm your host, Paul Pickett. Before we get started, hit that click now, subscribe button. Don't forget the audio version goes to Spotify, Apple, Deezer, Google, Amazon, Odyssey, Castbox, iHeart, Player FM, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Stitcher, and TuneIn, and more. You can Google Paul Pickett Podcast. This is episode 40, 40 in. We're going to get started a little bit of NBA.com news. There was a couple trades. Um, Wolves send Rubio to the Cavs, and there was another one too. Jazz dealt favors to the Thunder, and of course the Westbrook one. But yeah, really no big ones except the Westbrook one. Let me get in that Westbrook going to the Lakers. A lot of people talking about it's not a good fit. It's not a good fit. Like Dennis Schroeder really was. Stop it. Dennis Schroeder wasn't a good fit. And I take Russell Westbrook over Dennis Schroeder any day of the week. I would take an MVP over Schroeder any day of the week. Um, yeah, they got to fill out the rest of their roster. But Westbrook, LeBron, and AD, that's very interesting. I mean, that's very interesting. I tell you, I mean, Westbrook is going to be truly ecstatic and excited and happy to be in a Lakers jersey. I mean, Westbrook has played with, when he goes to play with AD and LeBron, I mean, he would have literally played with four of the top 10 players in the league: Durant, Harden, LeBron, AD, possibly four of the top 10 players in the league that he's played with. This could be a final, this could be the final piece of the puzzle of his career. If he gets a championship with LA, I mean, it was sealed the deal in his career. He's the triple double machine. He's passed Oscar Robertson in that aspect, and a championship is sealed the deal, especially if he does in LA, where he's from. He played college ball at UCLA, drafted by the Thunder. He got traded to the Rockets. That only lasted a year. He got traded to and that's the thing. They act like it was so much the guys that teamed up with James Harden and not so much James Harden. James Harden just have to leave Houston and he got to go to Brooklyn to play with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. So we got to stop it acting like James Harden was just championship material. He didn't play defense hard. I've seen James Harden quit and give up. I've seen him quit and give up. I've seen it. You know, he's done it. He's quit and give up. He gave up when Chris Paul was there, and that's another thing. Like Chris Paul goes to Phoenix and they instantly go to the finals. Chris Paul had Houston up 3-2, which James Harden couldn't even close out with one game. He couldn't even just win one game. Even though Chris Paul got hurt, James Harden couldn't win one game. Hit the click now, subscribe button in that right hand corner. So I thought there would have been more big trades. Maybe there will be more big trades. I mean, because Ben Simmons and the Sixers, their relationship is pretty fractured. So but the Sixers want too much for a guy whose confidence is struck. You know, it just, he's tainted right now. So you got to take less. You definitely got to take less. I'm going to go with some of these draft picks for the night, last night. The Pistons, of course, took Kay Cunningham with number one. Jalen Green went to the Rockets. I know everybody's saying Cunningham is the best, man, but that Jalen Green dude, I mean, he averaged almost 20 points a game in the G League, which is pro players. He's already played against pro competition. Um, I think Jalen Green's upside is a lot higher, especially because of the defensive end, you know. And the Rockets got a young core with Jalen Green, Porter, and Woods, Christian Woods over there. They got a good young core. Cavs took Evan Mobley, third pick. I don't really know that it moves the needle for the Cavs. They still talking about. I heard Colin Sexton rumors him being traded. Raptors draft Scotty Barnes, Magic Jalen Suggs. The Magic just keep. I don't know, man. I thought they drafted. I don't know. I don't remember Jalen Suggs is. Let me see. Is Jalen Suggs a point guard or two guard? I mean, he's 6'4". I guess in this league he could play two guard, but you know, like they just drafted a point guard last year. The Warriors got Thunder. My bad. Thunder drafted Josh Giddey. Warriors drafted Jonathan Kuminga. That's the player that I wanted the Hornets to try to trade up. You know, try to see if they could trade up and get that pick for the Warriors, and possibly even like Davion Mitchell went ninth. Man, if we could have moved up at least 7 and 8, we'd have been good, man. We could have got Jonathan Kuminga or Davion Mitchell. Pelicans got Zaire Williams officially traded to the Grizzlies. Hornets draft James Bouknight. Now that makes sense. As a Hornets fan, I mean he is actually this one that makes sense. This made no sense whatsoever because he's a guard. I mean we got LaMelo Ball, unless they're trading Terry Rozier or moving off of Devontae Graham. This makes no sense whatsoever because we got Malik Monk too. We got Malik Monk, LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, and Devontae Graham. I mean, we got too many guards. I didn't understand that. So I don't know. I didn't really understand that one. Spurs draft Joshua Primo, Pacers Chris Duarte. Warriors also got Moses Moody. Warriors did good. Warriors got Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. I'm almost thinking Warriors, all they got to do is just get a healthy Klay Thompson. Maybe move move Wiggins, move Andrew Wiggins and trade him for something, maybe a veteran or something. But I almost like the fact that Jonathan Kuminga that and Moses Moody. That I mean, Warriors came out pretty good. Wizards draft Corey Kispert. Thunder draft Alperen Sengun officially traded to the Rockets. Grizzlies draft Trey Murphy, reportedly traded to the Pelicans. Thunder draft Trey Man. Thunder got all these crazy. Thunder had one, two, three of the top 18 picks, and I swear to God, I don't feel like they did. I feel like they did terrible. I mean, you draft Josh. I don't know that Josh Giddey over Jonathan Kuminga. I don't know, man. And Moses Moody. I don't know about all that, man. You know, don't know about all that. But Thunder had three of the top 18 picks. Knicks draft Kai Jones, officially traded to the Hornets, which I like that move because he's a 6'10" forward. We need more big men. And we also got Plumlee as well because we need. But even though that doesn't really move the needle, we needed a better big man than Plumlee. We needed more of a Clint Capella type, um, Jared Allen type. Mason Plumlee just doesn't move the needle. I mean, he's just another Cody Zeller. Lakers draft Isaiah Jackson, officially traded to Pacers via Wizards. Rockets draft Usman Garuba. Rockets also draft Josh Christopher right after that. Clippers draft Quentin Grimes, officially traded to Knicks. Nuggets draft Nishan Highland. And the Nuggets always draft pretty good. He looks like a 6 foot 3 point guard, which is probably what they need since last year Jamal Murray got hurt. Okay, where we at? Nuggets. Nets draft Cameron Thomas. 76ers draft Jaden Springer, who's a point guard. That tells you a lot. Ben Simmons is definitely on the way out. They drafted a point guard. And oh yeah, Suns draft Dayron Sharp reportedly traded to the Nets, and Jazz draft Santi Aldeba. Now, some of these top names, I mean, some good standout names: Kay Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Suggs, Josh Giddey's. He's pretty good. Jonathan Kaminga, Davion Mitchell. I mean, there's a lot of good names. Moses Moody. It just really how are they gonna pan out in the pros now? I definitely I'm not excited with the Hornets moves. Like Charlotte Hornets really got to be good about their drafting, man. I mean, we haven't been too good at drafting. We got LaMelo Ball's the only good draft pick we've had in the last 10 probably 10 years, you know, and whatnot. But yeah, that's the rundown in the first round. Um I'll give you a rundown in the second round real quick. Just run through it. Most of these names I ain't even familiar with. Bucks draft Isaiah Todd, reportedly traded to Wizards via Pacers. Knicks draft Jeremiah Robinson Earl, officially traded Thunder. Magic draft Jason Preston, officially traded Clippers. Thunder draft Rokas Zakubaitis, officially traded the Knicks. Pelicans draft Herbert Jones. Thunder got a lot of picks. Thunder draft Miles Bridges, officially traded the Knicks. Pistons draft JT Thor. I like that name. Officially traded to the Hornets. Okay, let's see this guy, JT Thor. Another 6'10" forward, power forward. Okay, we need big men. We need big men. So already, except for that guard we drafted in the first round, which hopefully we're gonna trade him off or something. I like the fact that we got two power forwards. You know, one in the first round and one early in the second round. Bulls draft Ao Desamnu. Kings draft Namias Quetta. Pelicans draft Jared Butler, reportedly traded to Jazz via Grizzlies. Spurs draft Joe Wieskamp. Pistons draft Isaiah Livers. Pelicans draft Greg Brown, officially traded to the Blazers. Nets draft Kessler Edwards. Celtics draft Juhan Bagarin. There's a lot of international dudes in here. Raptors draft Delano Banton. Raptors after that draft David Johnson. They had back-to-back picks, 46 and 47. 48 Hawks draft Sharif Cooper. And who did the Hawks get in the first round? I don't know if the Hawks had a first round pick. The Hawks did not have a first round pick whatsoever, which is fine. The Hawks are stacked. The Hawks are stacked. They're definitely stacked. And what is this Sharif Cooper guy? 6'1" guard. He's a backup point guard for Trey Young, basically. Um, Nets draft Marcus Zagorowski. 76ers draft Philip Petrucci. Grizzlies draft BJ Boston, reportedly traded Clippers via Pelicans. Pistons draft Luca Garza. It's going to be one Luca, dude. It ain't going to work. 76ers draft Charles Bassey. Pacers draft Sandro Mama Kalaves Valeshvili. Officially traded to the Bucks. Man, I don't even know how these European dudes pronounce their own names. Thunders draft Aaron Wiggins, and I don't know if that's he's a 6'6" Maryland Junior guard. Hornets draft Scotty Lewis. Scotty Lewis is a 6'5" guard. I mean, we got too many guards. Hornets also draft Balsa Koprovica, officially traded to the Pistons. He was a 7'1" center from Serbia. Feel like that's the guy we should have kept. Knicks draft Jericho Sims. Nets draft Raekwon Gray. And Pacers draft Gorgias Kalaitzakis. Officially traded to the Bucks. These European dudes and they names, I swear. Well, that's the rundown. Top 60 picks. A lot of people compare this draft to the 2013 draft. My bad, 2003 draft, which is LeBron, Wade, Bosh, Carmelo. We'll see, we'll see. But yeah, it wasn't too many big trades. Um, Mainly just the Rubio to Cavs, then the Jazz, Dylan Favors, which really Jazz Favors to the Thunder really makes no sense to me for the Thunder because they're on total rebuild, you know. But I guess it was just basically the drop. It was a salary dump, which and that's the nature of this business, man. A lot of players could just be salary dumps, but they make so much damn money, anyways. They shouldn't be complaining if they're salary dumps. They make more money than the average man will ever make in a lifetime. They make that in 1 year, more than the average man will make in a lifetime. So yeah, man, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Um, Really just oh yeah, Suns acquired Landry Shamet from the Nets. That was a nice little pickup for the Suns. Landry Shamet was a nice little pickup. Pistons trades Plumlee, 37th to Hornets. Pacers acquired 31st pick. Oh yeah, Pacers sent Holiday to the Wizards too. But that really is just all about Westbrook to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they're kind of like iffy. Some say it's good, some say it's bad. A lot of people talking about chemistry. I hear some people talking about 3-point shooting and whatnot. But if y'all talking about 3-point shooting, then you must have not been watching the NBA Finals because neither one of these teams that was in the finals, Suns was a mid-range team and the Bucks was a beat you down low team. They wasn't just killing you with threes. All they was the Bucks won by dominating inside. Basketball is always going to be won off of rebounding and defense. This idea that you're going to win a championship off of just jacking up threes is bogus. Rebounds and defense, and typically offensive rebounds. Typically offensive rebounds. So yeah, still be on the lookout for some more trades. I definitely expect Ben Simmons to probably get traded. Probably Bradley Beal. Look for Bradley Beal probably to request a trade. Now that you know they get Westbrook there and they start winning games towards the end and start balling out. Now you get rid of Westbrook. It's like Wizards don't know what the hell they're doing. But yeah. Once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that click now subscribe button in that right hand corner. This is Paul Pickett Podcast. I'm your host, the one and only Paul Pickett, Triple P. Don't forget, the video version goes to my YouTube channel, Instagram TV, and my Facebook accounts. Also, the audio version goes to Apple, Google, Spotify, Amazon, Odyssey, Castbox, Deezer, iHeart, Player FM, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Stitcher, TuneIn, and more. Check me out 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And don't forget, I also got my marketing vlogs, which I drop Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and Sundays is relax day. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Peace, and I'm out.